Hey, you guys, welcome back to another channel. Whoops, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about my debt update for the month of September and what I'm planning on doing going forward. So, if you're looking at the debt information, things look a little bit different. So, let's just get through some of this information. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I hope you enjoy the content and choose to stay. So this information is based off of September 25th, although I will make adjustments because I've already kind of made some payments for October, but this is just where we are, okay? So in September, I got into a car accident. Someone lost control of their vehicle on the highway and it spun out into my car and totaled out my car. So I no longer have my baby Zeus. He is gone, and even though they have already like paid off the loan for that vehicle, it has not shown up in Capital One yet. It still just says that the balance is there. So I wasn't able to get a second loan based on just my income, and we wanted to just have my car in my name like I did the last time. So that didn't end up going the way that we wanted to work out. So my husband went ahead and just bought the car in his name, and he was able to get the loan, still get it for the same price that I would have gotten it for, and a very good loan term. I think the loan was 6.9%, which is very close for my 5.5 that I had got. So in those terms, very, very much so, like, happy. So what my husband said was he would just pay the car loan for like the next year or so, and then if things get better, then I can refinance it like in my name. So with that being said, we kind of moved around some of our bills. So what we ended up doing was my husband is paying for the car. I took over his Lowe's payment. He got a fridge for me, but for the house a couple of months ago, and he was making payments on that. So I'm going to cover the payment for that Lowe's account, and then I am going to be paying what he would have been paying for daycare, which is like pretty much right on the same amount of money if I was just paying for my car. Because he has Navy Federal, they automatically take the payments out of his account, and it just didn't make sense to be sending each other money. So this way, like, life is simple. So with all of that being said, here we are. Okay, so the first debt that I have is going to be my Wells Fargo debt. Now, I talked about this in my monthly budget for October, but we switched over a little bit sooner to our household budget. One of the reasons were because our daycare no longer accepts cash, credit, or debit. It has to be automatically ACH. When my husband was going to go and pay the Wells Fargo card back off, because that's where daycare is being charged, we had to shuffle stuff around to get enough money into the checking account for them to take that money out. Long story and crazy stuff going on. So now I have that balance that I am just going to go ahead and slowly pay off. So debt has been added, but also removed. Because if y'all know, from August, I was at like $37,000. Now I'm down to this. So there's $784 left on that card. And I did like add or like charge the card for a couple of things. So of course, this is not $540 or so. So I have that. And then next is going to be my Ashley One card. It is now down to $25.61.68. That's still on a 0% interest at $96 a month. Next is going to be my Amex, which is through Wells Fargo, because I got a personal loan to pay that off so that I did not have to pay those exorbitant fees for not paying off the credit card in due time. So that is now at $65.13.68, and that is at 20% interest rate. It's less than that, but this was just easier to write into the rate. Next is going to be my Nelnet, which is my small student loan. I started paying on it in September, so I am now down to $48 $38.34 at a 3.5% interest rate and $45 a month. And then lastly is Lowe's. It is at $3,235, and that is for $35 a month, and it's on a 0% interest rate. So my total debt is going to be $17,898.05. Okay, you guys? So let me tell you what I am planning on doing. First, I do want to show you guys this. So with this debt-free strategy, it gives you three options. You can do the snowball method, the avalanche, or the custom order. Snowball is going to give me the most, or I'm going to pay the most interest at $23.27.12, and it'll take me 31 months to pay it off. The next two will take me 30 months. If I do the avalanche, it will be $14.70 and 10 cents. Of interest that I save. And then if I do it in custom order, which is just the way that I have it on this worksheet, it would be $1,756.07. Okay, and so really what I'm trying to do is, if I'm going to refinance, let's just say in the next year, year and a half, I want to pay off as much debt as possible. And I'm going to agree with Dave Ramsey. Like, I need a little like hoorah once in a while. And the snowball gives me that, because if you'll see, the first debt will be paid off in 4 months. The next debt will be paid off in 11 months, 19, and then the last two. And granted, I think this is based off September, so it's counting October or September, I guess, as a month. So these months to pay off may change slightly when you guys see it later on. So I am going to go with the debt snowball, you guys, but I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. But I'm going to do the debt snowball, and this is just like what it looks like. So you can see, so I'm projecting that my first debt will be paid off in December, which will be super exciting to get Wells Fargo taken care of, because it has not been a debt for a while, and then start moving over to paying off Ashley 1. And y'all, this is going to be like me really pushing hard to pay off as much debt as possible, especially now that we have our household budget set up. I think I've gotten a plan and staying in budget and just throwing extra money towards debt to get that paid off. If this is correct and I'm at least able to pay off the first three, almost literally 4, because the last one would be paid off 2/25/26. So if I'm at least able to pay off Wells Fargo, Ashley 1, and Lowe's, we would have Nelnet left over. And once I got Nelnet, it would be at about $3,600. If you see right here, would be about $3,600, and then we would have 29. So maybe 6, 3, and 5. About $6,000, $6,500 left to pay off. That would be absolutely amazing. Like, absolutely amazing if I can accomplish that. I am so motivated right now, because I want to be able to, when I get that car payment together, get that car payment in my name. Like, it will just be me kind of just paying off the card and not worrying about anything else, and then making sure we are building our savings and things of that sort, because in the future we may want to have another child or travel and things of that sort, and I don't want these things holding me back, you guys. So I am super motivated. I will keep you guys updated. I'm not exactly sure if I will use this spreadsheet all the time to track, because this may or may not have the correct balances, and so I will need to make sure that the balances are updated correctly, and then kind of go from there with you guys. But this is just my budget update, my budget plan going forward for October. I've already made a payment to Lowe's, and so you guys will see that update, because at first, I didn't know if this is the route that I wanted to go, so I actually made a bigger payment to Lowe's, because that's what my husband was paying. But for November, I think I'm going to go where I need to go and pay for Wells Fargo's that way. So that is why this also may look a little different when you guys see the update, because unless I win the lotto or something like that, I don't know if I'm going to be making, oh, and see, this payment says 225 in September. So yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking of it, we are definitely going to be needing to look and fix these balance dates and things of that sort to make sure this is accurate. But I wanted to come on here and share this with you guys. I'm trying to get back into the groove of budgeting and tracking everything, and get updated because I've been behind. So I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you are in debt, what strategy you're using to be able to pay off your debt. And I will see you guys in the next one.